It's been years since the world first started comparing them, but somehow the internet just can't let Hailey Bieber and Selena Gomez exist without turning their every move into a headline. Every photo, every post, every interview, no matter how innocent, seems to reignite the same old feud. And this time, it all started with something that was supposed to be simple: a podcast. When Hailey sat down for a new episode of In Your Dreams with Owen Thiel, she probably expected a casual chat about fame and motherhood. Instead, she walked straight into a firestorm that would ripple across TikTok, Twitter, and every gossip page on the internet. The conversation started light, but Owen didn't waste time getting personal. He asked her point blank about being a Nepo baby. Hailey didn't dodge it. She owned it. Full-blown one, she laughed, trying to sound self-aware. But that one answer turned into a floodgate. People clipped it, dissected it, twisted it. Some said she was finally being honest. Others called her tone smug. And within hours, the Nepo baby conversation was trending all over again. But the interview didn't stop there. It took a more serious turn when Hailey admitted something unexpected. She feels like she's bad at being famous. The irony wasn't lost on anyone. A woman who grew up in Hollywood, married to one of the biggest pop stars in the world, saying fame just isn't her thing. It was raw and strangely vulnerable, but the internet isn't kind to vulnerability. Memes started circulating immediately. Still, for a few minutes, it felt like Hailey was trying to let people in. And then, mid-interview, something bizarre happened that made the whole moment feel straight out of a movie. As Hailey walked into Owen's building, a drone started circling overhead. Paparazzi had somehow tracked her location, and before she could even sit down, cameras were buzzing outside. Owen laughed it off, but Hailey didn't. She told him about another encounter she'd had recently, where a photographer cut her off in traffic just to get a shot through the car window. She said she pulled over, jumped out, and snapped. "Don't you ever do some sock like that again?" she yelled. She even apologized mid-story for losing her temper, but that flash of anger showed something the public rarely sees from her. The real, unfiltered Hailey Bieber. For a moment, it wasn't about glamour or PR. It was about a woman who felt hunted by her own fame. But that raw honesty didn't last long before the internet found its next target: her parenting. Hailey's comments about motherhood sparked another wave of backlash. She revealed she has full-time help so she can balance work and family life, insisting she's still super hands-on. It should have been a relatable confession, but the reaction was split right down the middle. Some praised her transparency, saying it was refreshing to hear a celebrity admit they have support. Others accused her of flaunting privilege while pretending to be relatable. And of course, the conversations about her marriage to Justin resurfaced again. Fans questioned why he was on gaming streams instead of spending time with their newborn. Suddenly, the Bieber's entire domestic life was on trial. Then came the part that made people double-take. When Owen asked about the craziest rumor she'd ever heard about herself, Hailey laughed and said it was the one claiming she was secretly managing Justin's career. It sounds absurd, but it's exactly the kind of story the internet loves. When Justin parted ways with longtime manager Scooter Braun, chaos broke out online. Without Scooter, fans speculated, someone had to be calling the shots. Who else but Hailey? She denied it immediately. "That's my husband, not my client," she said, shaking her head. But rumors are sticky, and this one wouldn't die. Fans connected dots that weren't there, imagining power struggles, financial drama, and whispered conspiracies. Still, the wildest part wasn't even about Justin. It was about Hailey's business. She finally addressed one of the oldest rumors surrounding her skincare brand, Rhode. For years, people claimed she'd originally tried to trademark Bieber Beauty and only switched names when it didn't go through. Hailey pushed back hard, saying Rhode, her middle name, was always the plan. She called it deeply personal, tied to her family's legacy. But fans weren't convinced. They dug up old filings, screenshots, even early interviews, insisting she'd once wanted to capitalize on the Bieber name. To them, this felt like another rewrite of history, another moment where Hailey was trying to control the narrative. Even as she tried to sound calm, you could hear the edge in her voice. The entire interview seemed designed to show her as authentic and grounded, but by the time it hit the internet, people had already turned it into another battleground. Every quote was clipped, every soundbite framed as shade toward someone else, especially Selena Gomez. And just when you thought things might quiet down, one random TikTok threw gasoline on the fire. A creator uploaded a joke video titled, "POV, making Justin Bieber mad with my rare beauty gloss." It was silly and harmless, until someone noticed a strange comment. The official Rare Beauty account, allegedly, had replied with heart-eye emojis. The internet went nuclear. Screenshots flew across Twitter. Threads appeared within minutes. Was this real? Was it photoshopped? People posted side-by-side proof claiming they had recordings. Others said it had to be fake. But before anyone could verify, the original post vanished. That's when things exploded into full-blown chaos. Fan accounts turned into detectives overnight. They analyzed timestamps, zoomed in on pixelated emojis, and argued over who could have been logged into the Rare Beauty account at that moment. Some insisted it was a simple mistake. Someone forgot to switch accounts before commenting. Others believed it was calculated, a PR move to get attention right as Selena's new music video dropped. Meanwhile, Hailey's supporters said it was all timed perfectly to overshadow her podcast. And through it all, neither woman said a single word. That silence only made things worse. To fans, silence isn't absence, it's a message. If Selena ignored it, she must be shading Hailey. If Hailey stayed quiet, she must be plotting her next move. It became a feedback loop of paranoia and projection. Even verified influencers jumped into the fray, adding fuel to the fire. What started as a single emoji spiraled into a week-long social media war. Soon, insiders began whispering to gossip pages. One source said Rare Beauty was investigating an internal issue. Another claimed the screenshots were doctored to stir division. Nobody could confirm anything, but that didn't matter. The story had already gone viral, and the internet had chosen its side. The drama wasn't about truth anymore. It was about momentum. Every like, every retweet, every reaction kept the feud alive. And as always, the past came rushing back. People started resurfacing old quotes, like that 2022 interview where Hailey told the Wall Street Journal she doesn't feel competitive with people she's not inspired by. Back then, fans called it a shady shot at Selena. Now it was trending again, reigniting the narrative that these two women are locked in silent competition. Within hours, Selena posted a response telling people to be kind and reminding everyone that there's room for everyone. It was calm, gracious, and mature. Everything the internet pretends to want but never rewards. But even that wasn't enough. Because no matter what they do, it's never about what they actually say. It's about what people want to believe. Selena could post a cooking video and someone would claim it's a dig at Hailey. Hailey could promote her skincare line, and fans would accuse her of copying Rare Beauty's marketing. The connection between them has become its own ecosystem. Content creators, gossip blogs, and beauty influencers all feeding on the tension. The truth is, this feud stopped being about Hailey and Selena a long time ago. It's about the people watching from the sidelines, the fans who project their feelings onto two women who barely interact. It's about how the internet rewards outrage more than empathy. And in some twisted way, both women have become symbols in a drama they never asked to star in. Insiders say both of their PR teams have quietly agreed not to comment on anything related to the other ever again. No more statements, no more clarifications, no more feeding the beast. They want it to end. But the silence just makes the noise louder. Every quiet move becomes a mystery to decode. Every product launch, every photo, every song lyric becomes part of the same endless story. And yet, there's a strange irony here. Both women have built empires that are thriving. Rare Beauty and Rhode are household names. They're both successful, both loved, both constantly scrutinized. Still, the internet can't seem to let them stand alone. Maybe because Hailey and Selena represent something bigger, an ongoing conversation about fame, femininity, and competition that people can't stop obsessing over. According to one insider, Hailey herself has made peace with it. She reportedly told friends, "It's out of my hands. People will always connect us. It's a haunting truth. No matter what they do, the world will always find a way to tie their names together. Because in the end, it's not about them as individuals. It's about the story we've built around them. A story too addictive for the internet to ever let go. Maybe someday people will stop analyzing every emoji and every headline. Maybe one day, both women will finally exist outside of comparison. But for now, the cycle continues. Another interview, another misunderstanding, another wave of drama that keeps everyone talking. Because let's be honest, the internet doesn't really want peace. It wants a story. And as long as Hailey Bieber and Selena Gomez keep living their lives, the world will keep watching, waiting for the next chapter to unfold.